There we go. That's more like it. Let's make sure. That's better now. Okay. Oh. 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 Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh. Is that looping? Okay, there we go. Oh. Shouldn't be looping and no one. Okay, there we go. Oh. Oh, that was kind of weird, but here we go. Oh, that was kind of weird, but here we go. Okay, so this is what my plan is gonna be. We're gonna that was kind of weird, but here we go. We're gonna talk about mapping and not particular gaming right now, but mapping. But if you got any questions, let me know down in the chat. I'll check the chat once in a while here. But if you just got a comment, just comment down below. So. I might go on Twitch later and stream there for a little bit, but streaming once on YouTube. Actually, you know what? Let me do that. Let me go on Twitch and do that. But anyway, I'll probably do Twitch later. So let me just see if I can do anything else. Talk about mapping really quickly again. Go over that whole concept of mapping. Um. Just everyone on. we talk about mapping, and then we'll do a game of war and warships. But I want to get this over with right now with the whole. There you go, live chat. So of the whole, what we're gonna do right now since there's no ice, and it's been kind of in the 50 degrees, 60s right now. So when now we're gonna have those cold nights. Well, I'm not the weatherman, but it sounds like we're gonna be start having them maybe in the next week. It's gonna start kind of looking. Sounds like right now we're just in the middle of warm, a warm, having this warm front coming in, and we had a cold front like a week or two ago where everything's we had a layer of ice on it. So I knew kind of short, but I know up in Wisconsin they had about 4 inches of ice, and that was up, I want to say, or I'm trying to tell you, but up by Oshkosh area, they had ice up there. But there was like only like 4 inches max. Mostly the average was like 3 inches of ice. But if you don't know, my uncle lives up there, so he has a house just south of there, of Oshkosh, and there's smaller lakes and stuff. Well, he lives just right here, around here, and there's some other bigger lakes. So you want to be really careful of that. If you don't have full coverage of ice and thin ice, and get stuck on there, then you can't get help. Like Lake Winnebago, if you get stuck on there, you're in trouble. But some of these smaller lakes don't even have, cabins. They just, go at your own risks. But down here, it's kind of like, okay, you got bigger lakes, but it's also people live on the lakes. But they will tell you ice reports and stuff. And this we gotta look up on news, ice reports. And most of the times, you're ice fishing out there, or you fishing, and you don't realize how much like ice is underneath you until you test it out. So that's why I'm holding on the ice fishing videos. This why I'm kind of just taking a minute here and explaining, because I know this channel is about ice fishing and fishing in general. I don't. I know fishing right now is gonna be tough just because of the temperature of the water is gonna be fluctuating here a couple of degrees, and when it does that, the fish gets confused. So next thing you know, you got fish ready to go out deep, and now fish are starting to come back up shallow. So right now it's gonna be hard fishing. Just gotta make do. I hear people just trying to travel around, going around. Maybe to the nearest state that has ice, maybe not. But I've been hearing people that go to South Dakota who they live down in Iowa and they went up to South Dakota because they have ice. Or I know the UP's got snow, like lots of snow, but it's just really hard. So that's why I'm just kind of taking a minute here and explaining, because they say I'm like January I was going up, but I don't know how if that's gonna work out or anything else. But besides me driving 6 hours to go up to the UP, I don't see me doing that. Besides just holding in there, and I wish we have snow down here at least that way we can kind of be like, oh, we got snow down here, we're ready to go. But I know the UP's got 4 feet of snow, but they're north more of us. They got more cold fronts up there. It's below freezing up there, so they're gonna have some ice quicker than us. So around Green Bay area, you're gonna have more colder weather, and then around Minneapolis, you're gonna have more colder weather. So anything north of there, you're gonna have ice and snow. So anything anything south of Madison or Milwaukee right now is gonna be pretty much no snow. It's gonna be unfrozen, no ice, open bodies of water. So even if you look up in Michigan over here, you might not get people like, okay, we might have ice and snow, but then you go down here south to Detroit and be like, no one's got ice or anything like that. So it's really like one of those things where you look at your local, you fishing guidelines, and you just really think, okay, it's really that big of a risk. And then you think, I'm like, yeah, it is big of a risk, but if it's really necessary to go out early and risk everything for the whole season, no. I know my county don't allow people to go out, and they'll even close the lakes, but they always put like this, go out on your own risk. They advise you to go out 3 inches or more, but it's they don't want like, if you fall in, that's your fault. They don't have they don't have the county there. They don't have lifeguards on standby. They don't have anything. It's if you fall in, it's your responsibility to go to the hospital. So like up north, we're gonna be in the middle of nowhere. You're gonna get frozen if you fall in, and you know what? In a way, Steve, it's gonna be a heck of a time to try to get out, especially if you got wet clothes and this. You gotta walk a half a mile just to get you know to the nearest spot where you can warm up. At least that way you don't get hypothermia. But besides that, how's you guys Christmas win? I think you guys. I did a live stream yesterday just trying something new, but a lot of people were on, so I just thought, if you got any comments or something or ask how my Christmas was, just let me know. Mine was fine if you want to know. I got some cool gifts. Nothing fishing. Just something that I knew ice fishing wasn't gonna be. We weren't gonna have early ice this year. I knew we were gonna have a long winter, but it's gonna be later. Probably not early January. We might start getting some, ice, some snow. But only ice that I've been ice at an ice skating rink. But it's been really hard. It's been one of those things where you just gotta keep in mind. Why am I offline? You just gotta pay attention and everything like that, and everything else. There's things that you may not want to do, you may do or not, but excuse me, I apologize. But my stream's not causing you guys problems. But besides that, hold on, let's see. Huh. Alright, there you go. Alright, so looks a little bit better now. But yeah, so safe ice is mainly our concern is to have, and then I did a whole video about eye safety and clothing and what you need. Half of that is all just preparing and make sure everything. Once you get the clothing part done, it's pretty easy. Um, there's some things that you don't want to do is go out and don't have enough clothing. So that's why I said in the video, and I'm saying like now is to double up on clothing because if you don't have enough clothing, you don't really have a whole lot of choice. So I'm just making a quick one because I'm going live on Twitch here in a little bit. I don't know when, but that'll be nice. Just do a little gaming for an hour and kind of go to sleep. Since YouTube's being a pain in the butt to me, I think I'll just end my stream early and just go over to Twitch. But before I go over, I'll actually go to Twitch around 9:30ish to give me time to prepare for that. Get everything all set up. But that anything like north of Milwaukee areas, you're not gonna see a lot of ice, especially it's being warmer, unless you go way north, like up in Canada, to guarantee you ice. But I know if you go up kind of here, it's gonna be in this general area. Where's my like north of Duluth or something like that. You're gonna be like, okay, guarantee ice or anything in the Marquette area, or anything north border really, because that's kind of guaranteeing you, okay, it's gonna be cold enough. But also they are not having 50 or 40 degree weather here. Maybe the warmest day is 40 degrees, but they're having cold nights. So we're not even having cold nights. So if anything really freeze, just to keep in mind. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna go over to Twitch. So if you want to watch me play War of Warships, you're welcome to join in. Just keep an eye out. I'll put that on Twitch, and my Twitch is Bassboy1fishing. So if you want to do a little gaming for a little bit, and then we still talk about ice fishing, but I'm gonna do a little gaming. I do this and Twitch now, so our live streams, and I'm just trying something else. I will go back to the old ways of me doing face to face talking and everything like that, but I thought I just for this reason just talk about mapping really quickly and just talk about where exactly is everything. So hope you guys